What if one of the most futuristic electric SUVs of 2026 isn't coming from Tesla, BMW, or Mercedes, but from China? Because the 2026 Deepal S07 EV is quickly becoming one of the most talked about electric SUVs in the world right now. And honestly, once you see what this thing offers in price, it becomes very easy to understand why people are suddenly paying attention. This isn't just another generic EV trying to follow trends. The Deepal S07 feels like a serious attempt to challenge premium electric SUVs with bold styling, advanced technology, impressive range, and a luxury-style interior that looks far more expensive than it actually is. Deepal itself is a sub-brand of Changan Automobile, one of China's largest car manufacturers. And with the S07, they're clearly targeting global markets and trying to prove that Chinese EVs are no longer just cheap alternatives. They want to compete directly with the biggest names in the electric SUV world. And the first thing that grabs your attention is definitely the design. The 2026 Deepal S07 has a very futuristic coupe-style SUV shape with sharp body lines, slim LED headlights, hidden door handles, and a full-width rear light bar that gives a premium modern look. From certain angles, some people even compared aggressive styling to much more expensive luxury SUVs. The front end looks clean and aerodynamic, while the side profile gives the car a sporty appearance thanks to the sloping roofline and large wheels. It's the kind of SUV that instantly stands out in traffic because it doesn't look boring or traditional. And despite its sporty styling, the S07 is actually a fairly large SUV. It measures around 4.75 meters in length, with a long wheelbase that helps maximize cabin space. That means rear passengers get plenty of legroom, and the overall interior feels open and spacious. But once you step inside, that's where the Deepal S07 really starts to surprise people. The interior looks incredibly modern and minimalist. Instead of filling the dashboard with buttons, Deepal went for a clean, futuristic layout, centered around a large floating touchscreen display. The cabin feels inspired by premium EVs from brands like Tesla, NIO, and even Lucid. You get ambient lighting, premium seat materials, wireless charging, hidden air vents, a panoramic glass roof, and a very tech-focused atmosphere. Everything feels digital and futuristic. The seats themselves are designed for comfort during long drives, and many early reviewers have praised how quiet and refined the cabin feels while driving. And technology is clearly one of the biggest priorities here. The S07 includes a high-end infotainment system powered by advanced processors for smoother performance. Depending on the market, some versions even use Huawei-based software systems and smart driving technology. The SUV supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, voice commands, over-the-air software updates, and navigation systems, and a 360-degree camera setup. There's also a head-up display that projects important driving information directly in front of the driver, helping create a more futuristic driving experience. But obviously, an electric SUV also needs solid performance and range to compete in today's market. And thankfully, the Deepal S07 delivers respectable numbers here too. Depending on the version, power output ranges from around 218 horsepower to roughly 258 horsepower. The vehicle uses a rear-wheel drive setup, which helps give it smoother balance and better driving dynamics compared to many front-wheel drive electric SUVs. Acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour takes somewhere around 7.5 seconds, which is more than fast enough for everyday driving. It may not be a supercar, but it definitely feels quick and responsive when you press the accelerator. And because it's an EV, torque delivery feels instant. That means smooth launches, effortless overtaking, and quiet acceleration without engine noise. Now, let's talk about one of the most important parts of any electric vehicle, the battery and driving range. The Deepal S07 comes with multiple battery options depending on the trim level and market. Some versions use batteries around 66 to 68 kilowatt hours, while larger versions can go close to 80 kilowatt hours. Official range figures can exceed 600 kilometers under Chinese CLTC testing standards, although real-world driving will usually be lower. In actual mixed driving conditions, most estimates suggest drivers can realistically expect somewhere around 400 kilometers of usable range, which is still very competitive for an electric SUV in this category. And charging performance is another strong point. The S07 supports fast DC charging, allowing the battery to recharge from around 30% to 80% in roughly 15 to 35 minutes, depending on charging conditions and battery version. That means long road trips become much more practical because charging stops are shorter and easier to manage. Another cool feature is vehicle-to-load technology, also known as V2L. This allows the Deepal S07 to supply power to external devices. So, theoretically, you could use the SUV to charge laptops, power camping equipment, run appliances, or even support outdoor activities during emergencies or travel. And then there's safety. Modern EV buyers expect advanced safety systems, and the S07 includes a long list of driver assistance technologies. Features include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, traction control, stability control, parking assistance systems, and multiple airbags. Some versions even include advanced Huawei smart driving systems designed to improve autonomous driving support and traffic assistance. Now, one reason this SUV is getting so much attention globally is because of its pricing. In China, the Deepal S07 is priced far below many premium electric SUVs, while still offering luxury-style features and advanced technology. And that creates a very interesting situation for competitors, because buyers are starting to realize they can get futuristic styling, strong range, modern technology, and premium interiors without spending luxury brand money. That's why many people now see the Deepal S07 as a direct challenger to vehicles like the Tesla Model Y, Hyundai Ioniq 5, BYD Ceylon 7, Xpeng G6, and several other modern EV crossovers. Of course, the SUV is not perfect. Some reviewers mention that certain driver assistance systems still need refinement. Others say the suspension tuning can feel slightly soft or bouncy on rough roads. And because Deepal is still a relatively new global brand, long-term reliability and resale value remain question marks in many markets. But honestly, that's expected for a new EV brand trying to expand internationally. What matters most is that the Deepal S07 is proving something very important. Chinese electric vehicles are evolving extremely fast. And instead of simply copying competitors, companies like Deepal are now creating vehicles that genuinely feel modern, premium, and globally competitive. The 2026 Deepal S07 is a perfect example of that shift. It combines futuristic design, impressive technology, practical electric range, luxury-inspired interiors, and aggressive pricing into one very attractive package. And if Deepal continues improving quality, software, and global support networks, the S07 could easily become one of the most important electric SUVs to watch over the next few years. Because this isn't just another EV anymore. This feels like a preview of where the future of affordable premium electric SUVs is heading.